How to len generator. Python generators are very useful. They have advantages over functions that return lists. However, you could len list underscore returning underscore function. Is there a way to len generator underscore function? Update. Of course, len list generator underscore function would work. I'm trying to use a generator I've created inside a new generator I'm creating. As part of the calculation in the new generator, it needs to know the length of the old one. However, I would like to keep both of them together with the same properties as a generator, specifically, not maintain the entire list in memory as it may be very long. Update 2. Assume the generator knows its target length even from the first step. Also, there's no reason to maintain the len syntax. Example, if functions in Python are objects, couldn't I assign the length to a variable of this object that would be accessible to the new generator?
Generators have no length, they aren't collections after all. Generators are functions with their internal state and fancy syntax. You can repeatedly call them to get a sequence of values, so you can use them in loop. But they don't contain any elements, so asking for the length of a generator is like asking for the length of a function. If functions in Python are objects, couldn't I assign the length to a variable of this object that would be accessible to the new generator? Functions are objects, but you cannot assign new attributes to them. The reason is probably to keep such a basic object as efficient as possible. You can however simply return generator length pairs from your functions or wrap the generator in a simple object like this.
The conversion to list that's been suggested in the other answers is the best way if you still want to process the generator elements afterwards, but has one flaw: it uses O in memory. You can count the elements in a generator without using that much memory width. Of course, be aware that this might be slower than len list generator in common Python implementations, and if the generators are long enough for the memory complexity to matter, the operation would take quite some time. Still, I personally prefer this solution as it describes what I want to get, and it doesn't give me anything extra that's not required, such as a list of all the elements. Also, listen to Delman's advice. If you are discarding the output of the generator, it is very likely that there is a way to calculate the number of elements without running it, or by counting them in another manner.
Suppose we have a generator. We can wrap the generator, along with a known length, in an object. Instances of len are generators themselves, since calling them returns an iterator. Now we can use the len generator in place of gen, and access len login as well.
You can use len list generator underscore function. However, this consumes the generator, but that's the only way you can find out how many elements are generated. So you may want to save the list somewhere if you also want to use the items.